Okay, so this is a lesson on how to complete a car loan amortization schedule. Um, so the formula you're going to use first of all is you have to determine the monthly payment. I remember when you purchase a car, the installment loan, same thing for a mortgage, each monthly payment is the same. All right, so all of these numbers, when we fill this out, all your monthly payments are the same. Part of that payment goes towards the interest, and then the rest goes towards the principal. Okay? All right, so the formula you're going to use to determine monthly payment, though, is this. So your monthly payment is going to equal, and it's going to be the principal times the rate divided by n. And in the denominator, you're going to have 1 minus 1 plus r divided by n raised to the negative nt power. All right, now as we put this in the calculator, we're going to put the exponent here in parentheses. That's going to be important, because if you don't put that in parentheses, you're going to get a wrong answer for this, for your monthly payment. All right, so the first thing you must do is find the monthly payment that goes with this particular plan. So the interest is 3.5% for 5 years, and you purchase a car for $42,000. So that's what your loan is for, okay? So your loan is for that amount. So you may have, the car may be more than that, and you put a down payment or something, but that is your loan. Everything here is based on that original loan amount, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and find the monthly payment for each of those months. Now, we're just, in this particular part, there's just 12 months, and I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to do maybe the first 3 months just to get you an idea of how to complete this. And then your worksheet will be based just like this, okay? All right, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the monthly payment. So you're going to plug everything back into this formula. So we're going to say the monthly payment is going to equal, all right, so it's your original loan amount, the principal, which is $42,000. So you're going to say $42,000, okay, times the rate, which is 3.5%. And, okay, so 3.5%. Now, again, you got to make sure that you put this as a decimal, so 0.035 divided by n. Now, remember, these are in months, so n is monthly here. Okay, so and there are 12 months in a year, so n is 12. So your payments are per month, and there are 12 months in a year. Okay, divided by bracket 1 minus parentheses 1 plus, and the rate is 0.035, divided by n, which is 12. So when we talk about this car payment, even for mortgage, n will always be 12, because you're doing this by month, and there are 12 months in a year. Okay, now this is where we're going to put this in parentheses. We're going to say negative n, which is 12, times t, which in this case is 5 years. Okay, and then we're going to close that. All right, now we've done enough problems with this to where you shouldn't have that much difficulty with putting this in a calculator. So here's what I would do. All right, so put it exactly as you see it. So 4,200, I'm sorry, 42,000, that should be 42,000. 42,000 times, in parentheses, 0.035 divided by 0.035 divided by 12. Close the parentheses, so that's your numerator. Say divide, because you're dividing. Okay, now the bracket we're going to put in is parentheses. So parentheses 1 minus parentheses 1 plus 0.035 divided by 12, close that parentheses. Now I'm raising it to this exponent, so I got to press my exponent button right here and put that in parentheses. Some of you forget about the parentheses. You should not forget about the parentheses. Write that parentheses so you don't forget about the parentheses. Parentheses, negative 12 times 5, close the parentheses, so you're closing the exponent. Now you got to close this bracket. So parentheses again, press equal, and there's your monthly payment. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the nearest hundred, the nearest cent, which is a hundredths place. So $764.05. So that's about $764.05. So that is your monthly payment. So that is what goes in this column, $764.05, $764.05, $764.05, and so on. Okay? All right, so, and so on. Okay? Now, usually though, what you want to do is, if you're capable, is when you pay that monthly payment, put some more towards the principal, so that way you don't have that much interest to pay. So you also want to do that when you have a mortgage, because in the long run you could be paying hundreds of thousands in interest, when if you just pay an extra $100 a month, that would decrease that so much. Okay, so whenever possible, always put more towards the principal to decrease the amount you owe, and that's going to decrease the interest you owe. Okay, now, so each month you have to pay that amount. Part of it goes towards the interest, and the other part goes towards the principal to reduce this amount here. Okay? All right, so let's figure out the interest. So the interest that's used, the interest formula is simple interest. So to do this part, you're going to use the simple interest formula. So I'm going to go ahead and write the word simple interest formula. And the simple interest formula is this: I equals PRT. That's your simple interest formula. And so I'm going to do this part of this up here because I don't have room. So I'm going to go ahead and do for month 1. This is month 1. So let's find the interest from this amount. Okay, I'm sorry, from this amount here. So the interest is the principal, which is $42,000, because that's how much you owe. So $42,000 times the rate, which is 0.035, times the time. Now be careful, don't put 5 years. Okay, we've already taken care of the 5 years with this. That gives us a monthly payment. What you got to remember though is that the time period here is 1 month. Okay, so 1 month. So I got to convert this 1 month to years. So that's 1/12. So each time is going to be 1/12 that we're going to use. All right, now let's figure out what that interest is for that month 1. Month 1. All right, so 42,000. Right here for 42,000 times 0.035 times 1 divided by 12 equals $122.50, right? So that goes here. All right. So of that amount, $122.50 will be applied towards interest. The rest will be the principal. So let's figure out the rest. So the principal due. Let's talk about the principal due. So to find the principal due, you subtract these. So you're going to say 764.05 minus 122.50. That's basically what you do. And so you can say 764.05 minus the interest for month 1 gives us, oops, let's do that again. 764.05 subtract $122.50 equals $641.55. So that is going to go towards the principal. So to find this part now, I take this and subtract this. So that's going to be 42,000 minus $641.55, and that goes here. All right, so you're going to say 42,000. So 42,000 minus 641.55 equals $41,358.45. So that's how much you now owe. So if you want to pay it off, if you win the lottery, you can pay it off. This is what you would have to pay off. Okay? All right, let's go to month 2 now. Okay, so now this is your new principal. Okay, that's your new principal. So now I got to find how much interest, how much of this goes towards the interest. It's not the same. Okay, understand that the monthly payment is the same, but each of these columns are going to be different now, each month. So this column is going to get smaller this column is going to get bigger. And the reason why this column is getting smaller is because the interest is based on a smaller amount each time because your principal is getting smaller. All right, so there's going to be number 2 now, month 2. So for month 2, still using the simple interest formula, interest equals principal rate times time. So this time, though, your principal is this, $41,358.45 times the rate, which is 0.035, times the time, which is 1 month, so that's 1/12. Okay? Now use your calculator to figure out how much interest that is. So you're going to say 41,358.45, which I already have it up here, times 0.035 times 1 divided by 12 equals, and you get $120.63. Make sure you round to the nearest cent. Okay? 63 cents. Don't say 62, you say 63. So that goes here, $120.63. So you see it's decreasing each month? Okay, now what goes here? How do I figure out this part? Well, to figure out the principal due, so this is the interest due, this is the principal due, I take this from here. So the rest will go towards the principal. So you say this minus this. So you say 764.05 minus 120.63 equals 643.42. And then what's your new principal? To find your new principal, you subtract these two. So you say this minus this. So 41,358.45 subtract 643.42 equals, and now you have $40,715.03. So that's your new principal. Now let's go to month 3. Month 3. To do month 3, you do the same thing. You use the same formula. I'm going to go ahead and do that here. I'm going to do that here. So month 3. So month 3, so the interest will be the principal. What's the principal this time? You tell me what it is. It's this one, right? So $40,715.03 times the rate. The rate's going to be the same each time, and the time's going to be the same each time. What's the only thing that differs each time you do this? Each time you figure out the interest, what's the only thing that differs? The principal. The principal is getting smaller. Times 1/12, and that's approximately equal to, so let's figure that out. So the $40,715.03 times 0.035 times 1 divided by 12 equals, and now there's your new interest. Now make sure you round off correctly. So $118.75. And that goes here. Again, notice this is decreasing. And this is increasing. All right, so $118.75 of this goes towards the principal. The rest goes towards the, goes towards the interest. The rest goes towards the principal. So to find the principal, you subtract this from this. So 764.05 minus 118.75 equals $645.30. Okay? All right, so that's going to go towards your principal. So how do you find your new principal? So at the end of that month, what's your new principal? Well, you subtract this from this. So 40,715 and 3 cents minus 645.30 equals, the amount you owe in your car is now 40,069 and 73 cents. Okay, let's do one more month. All right, so month 4. Let's talk about month 4. Let's do that here, month 4. All right, let's talk about month 4. How do I figure out the interest for month 4? So remember, interest is principal times rate times time. But what's the principal this time? Remember, the principal is the only thing that changes each time. The rate stays the same, the time stays the same. So that's your new principal. So you're going to say 40,069 and 73 cents times the rate, which is 0.035, times the time, which is 1/12, and then use your calculator, and you're going to get, let's see, you're going to get this amount, $116.87. So $116.87. So 116.87. So that's of that amount, this amount goes towards the interest. Now, how do you figure out how much goes towards the principal? You subtract this from here. So when I subtract 764.05 minus 116.87 equals, I get $647.18. And then what will be your new principal? You subtract this from this, and that will give you a new principal. So 40,069.73 minus 647.18 equals $39,422.55. And you keep doing the process. So whenever you get a mortgage or you get a car loan, they're supposed to give you this table that goes through every month. So for 60 months, you would have 1 through 60, and it would tell you each month how much will go towards the principal, towards the interest, how much will go towards the principal, and the principal left. Okay, at the end of each installment period. So the installment periods is monthly. Okay, so they see these are monthly. Okay, all right. So that should give you an idea of how to complete an amortization table. And in the next section, when we talk about home ownership mortgages, it's the same thing. You're going to use the same formula, and you're going to use the same formula for interest. Okay, all right. So that should take care of this part.